Good morning and welcome to ATI Pro Media. It's Thursday, 2 days left in February, and we're going to have that February crop insurance average. We're not doing too good today. We're really dropping that average down a little bit. Corn pulling back pretty good, bouncing off the lows right now maybe, but we got the Ag Outlook Forum numbers. Spoiler alert, we got a big corn acre number, a little bit bigger than what analysts were thinking. Other than that, I think we got a good show today talking are we going to see tariffs? Are we not? Let's look at ethanol stocks, right? Big number there. And then also, it's February. Why not? Let's talk about the drought monitor. With that, Brady, get in here. I know you're mobile, but you're such a hard worker. You're jumping on. We just don't have the camera, right?
I can't leave you hanging here, but the camera wasn't working for me this morning. It was not going to happen. So
I appreciate that. Well, you're on the speaking circuit. You had you were on Chip Flory yesterday, meeting yesterday evening. Got another one today, right? Or is that tomorrow?
Yep, got another one today. Going to go to Tribune, Kansas, and speak again for Schooler Grain. Nice to meet friendly faces out there here in Western Kansas and talk about the markets. So been fun. Yeah, Chip was also fun too. When it rains, it pours. It just seems like it all comes in waves, and you're busy, 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 and then maybe you get a chance to catch your breath here. But I'll take it. Grateful for the opportunity.
Well, good stuff. Well, hey, you want to quote us up the markets real quick?
Yeah, speaking of grateful here, I guess, I don't know. It can't be hard to be grateful here when corn's down 7.25 cents. May corn down 7 cents, 4.86 1/4, lost that 4.90 level. May beans up 4 1/4, 10.45 3/4. Looking at new crop, no beans 10.48, up 2.5. Oil's up 39 points, meals up 20 cents. Chicago wheat, that's the dog here, down 14 cents on your May, 5.66 1/4. KC wheat down 14 cents as well, 5.84 3/4. July new crop KC wheat lost the 6 handle, 5.97 1/2, down 13 cents, 13 3/4. Feeder cattle knocking higher here. April feeders up 77.5 points, 274.30. Good to see. Your fat cattle are up 65 points. April's up at 195, 27.5. Lean hogs giving a little back after a banner day yesterday. Nice bounce back, rally, firm day yesterday, but hogs are down $1.90 here today. So giving a lot of those gains back here today. Crude oil is up $1, 69.71. Heating oil is up 2 cents. Nat gas is up a nickel. Your Dow is up 50 points. The S&P up 30. NASDAQ down 230. What? I thought the NVIDIA earnings were supposed to be supportive here to this market, but NASDAQ's down 230 on the day. The Russell's down 20 points. Bitcoin up 300. Gold, 47 points weaker. Silver down 55 cents. The U.S. dollar is firmer, up 73 points, 107 on the U.S. dollar index.
Good stuff. Okay. Yeah. Seeing corn pull back, wheat pull back. We got the Ag Outlook Forum numbers. We've been looking for them. And so they were a little bit above, they were at 93.5. Guess what? We got 94 million acres of corn. That's a big number for the Feb outlook, right? Much bigger. Last year, where were we at, Brady? 90.5.
Yeah, just a shade under 91 million acres on corn. So that 94, that's a big number to throw out there. Exceeded the trade guess there by a few acres.
And
1,000 acres.
And usually Ag Outlook, we don't see any big, not a whole lot of surprises, I guess. They can be a little conservative, and maybe they should be. So that's a big number off the bat. It really starts us off with a lot of corn acres. Other thing of note is that we printed that mythical 181 yield, right? We've never had a yield above 180. Thought we were going to get it in 2024, but oh wait, no, we didn't. We found that out in January. And so, not only are we adding a good amount of corn acres, right, we're going to have that the biggest yield that we've seen in above 180. So time will tell. Color me skeptical that we could see a 181, right? It's going to happen. We're going to see it one of these years, but it just feels like, I don't know if anyone's really buying that one. What do you think?
It feels like, yeah, that's the bulls. I think you can stare at that number and say, no way, ain't going to happen. 181, give me a break. Plant some more corn, 2-3 more corn acres. Where are those acres coming from? They're not coming from prime time Iowa, Illinois dirt. They're coming from the fringe, and we ain't going to see trend yields or exceeding that trend yield. So 181 big number out there. If you're a bull, you're staring at that saying, no way, ain't going to happen. But that ending stocks number, 1.9 ending stocks, 12.9% stocks to use ratio. I think that puts us, it's kind of $4 corn land. It feels like if you went to a balance sheet, supply and demand, looked at the price and the ending stocks ratios historically, ATI's got some good graphics on that. That 12.9 ending stocks number, if we realize that or higher, that's not good for your prices.
Right. And so, yeah, we could debate any of these numbers, right? Is that when you look at that export number, could you make the argument they're being a little conservative given what we've seen in terms of corn exports? Sure. Here's the thing to keep in mind with this ag outlook for them, right? It is an early number. It's gonna change, right? Historically, we're gonna see something different. We could see a different number here in a month, and so we like to talk about it. We like to look at those numbers, but make sure I'm on my risk management soapbox, but keep that's the most important thing, right? Don't take these numbers to the bank. They could change, but we are seeing the price action today kind of reflect that, right? We joked about how soybeans were down, corn was up. It didn't care about that corn soy ratio. It's the opposite today. We got soybeans up a little bit, but corn down 7.
Yeah, time to get this bad news behind us. We need a weather story somewhere to get some production scare out there and push these numbers to the side here, kick them to the curb, and then get them changed, get them moved lower. That'd be a good thing to see.
I like it. So, hey, walk us through this one. Ethanol stocks, second highest on record, big inventories. What are you seeing?
Yeah, big headline yesterday. Going to flash this graphic up, but ethanol stocks, big jump there. Second highest ever, going back to April 2020, being the record at 27 billion barrels of ethanol, 27.689, and we printed a 27.57, a 1.3 million barrel jump from the week before on the ethanol stock. So not great to see. Margins have been there. We're producing a lot of ethanol and chewing through a lot of corn bushels. Production's been, near that 1.1 million barrels a day. So that's been a solid run, and we've seen that throughout all of the fall, October, November, December. Look at that green line there on the graphic, and we've continued to see that. But with a stocks number like this and a jump like that, we need to burn some ethanol. We need the Americans to get out and go drive around and tour the country, go see your national parks or something. Get out there, go to baseball games, and burn through some gas to chew through some of that ethanol out there.
And that number kind of it really caught everyone off guard, right? When I saw the headline, I'm like, really? Where'd that come from?
So. Big print. We'll see what happens going forward. I think margins kind of eroded a little bit as the ethanol price peeled back yesterday.
Gotcha. Well, good stuff. Hey, let's keep burning through these. Brady, tariffs, no tariffs. It depends what notification I'm getting on Twitter, what headline, who I'm speaking with. Are we going to get them or not? Right. It was it March 4th that, we started in February, pushed it back 30 days for Mexico and Canada, right? 25% tariffs is what Trump has proposed. And now we're talking about pushing it back again. This is kind of new to me because I'm seeing headlines that Trump and Mexico are going to push through for March 4th, but now it's still kind of in limbo.
Apparently, I guess there were some comments, from Trump yesterday about April, pushing things back to April 2nd, but Sure seems to be a lot of confusion out there. Makes my head spin, Connor.
Oh man, we're everywhere and anywhere with that, right? Is that it's back on the table. I really thought when we pushed it back 30 days that maybe we could see it, continue to be pushed back and that it was a bargaining chip. Now we're back in the same boat we were the end of January. Maybe they'll be pushed back. Maybe they won't. I don't know what to think. It depends. The last headline I read. Maybe someone else has got the comment about are we going to see tariffs or not? Drop a comment. And let us know.
Yeah. Does it lose its luster a little bit with the threat of tariffs if you talk about them, put a date out there, and then kick the can 30 days, and then that date comes and rolls around, and you kick the can another 20, 30 days. Doesn't that lose its luster a little bit on your bargaining power? I think somebody may call the bluff at some point. I don't know.
Yeah. Definitely. And then also, in our world with markets, they're going to stop getting super excited for any type of tariff headline, I think, too. So
Good point. That initial impact is one that hits you, and then you kind of become numb to that headline. But go back, rewind the clock though to phase one trade deal in that first trade war with China, and we talked about tariffs on China for 4, 5, 6 months, right? And I think the market really numbed up to those, and then they happened, and everybody was shocked when they actually happened. So watch out for the numbness of tariff talk, kicking the can here for 30, 60, 90 days. And when they actually happen, if they actually happen, retaliatory tariffs come back upon us, don't be surprised. Don't be caught off guard when it actually comes to fruition.
Yep, absolutely. So, all right, development story. Tomorrow we'll have the final crop insurance number here soon. But other thing, Brady, you want to talk choice cutout? It looks like we still got that one going, huh?
Connor, I was optimistic yesterday. We had 16 consecutive week-to-week declines in the cutout, and we were above it. We were like a 314 print on the choice box beef, and all we had to do was stay the same. Stay the same. Don't give anything back, and we'll beat last week's cutout level of 313. Nope, couldn't happen. Couldn't make that happen. The choice cutout had to roll over and give some back, so we pegged another day on it. 17 consecutive week-to-week day declines in the choice cutout. The streak continues on here. Cash trade early here down in the south. Kind of disappoint on some early numbers. We'll see how that develops here going forward. Expect a lot to transpire here today and tomorrow. So I don't know. Took the wind out of my sails a little bit on the cattle front with the choice cutout slipping again yesterday.
Sure. Gotcha. Well, other news, right? February 27th. Should we talk about the drought monitor? I hate to do it, but we're going to do it, aren't we?
If there's a time to talk about the drought monitor, it's probably February is a good time to be talking about drought and rainfall in the U.S. Big time weather market right now.
We all know dryness in February is going to correlate to what the final yield is. But with that, so we are seeing, right? I say that, but what was the number, Brady? Is that 54% of corn acres are experiencing drought? This is just comparing year on year. Left side is where the current situation. And so, it doesn't look like a big change, right? I mean, definitely seeing, South Dakota, Iowa looking a little bit, moderately dry. But 54%. Here's a good one. Another way to look at it too.
Yeah, I like looking at this one. It shows you that green's the map of corn acres, historical corn acres there where most of the corn belt is, primetime corn acres in that northern Iowa, southern Minnesota, and your Dakotas, Nebraska area, South Dakota, Nebraska area, and probably a primarily big chunk in Nebraska. I think it jumped from 45% last week to 56% this week.
It's a big jump.
I'm going to argue with you, though, Connor B. I think drought this time of year does matter, okay? We got to build subsoil. We got to set the corn crop off to a good start and have some subsoil underneath us as we go into planting season and that early growth mode. So subsoil matters, especially if you're going to plant 94 million acres of corn in the fringe.
I hear you. Okay. Yes, I agree. I hear it is that, you and ourselves, we're risk managers, right? And so if we've got 10% sold for next year, nothing sold for next year, right? What's the threat? It's going to be lower prices. And so that's where the conversation starts. And I know any type of bullish, a bullish producer out there is going to say, well, it's kind of dry right now, Connor. I don't know what kind of crop we're going to have. And so that's where I come from. I hear you on the subsoil. I know we need some, but sometimes I get, when I look at a drought, when we're looking at it in January and someone's telling me, well, it's really dry. I don't know what's going to look like this spring. I'm like, okay, let's keep things in perspective here.
Rain makes grain, Connor B. We got to have some moisture. Rain makes grain. Okay. Drought matters right now.
You're right. All right. Let's get some questions and get out of here.
Okay.
D's cotton flat to lower. Need some good exports by mid-April if you want to get guys to plant more cotton. Good point, Luke. Someone asked me yesterday just about, if we see that big corn acre number, where are these acres coming from? And it's kind of it's a perfect storm, right? We're seeing lower cotton acres. We saw the lower soybean, a little bit lower wheat. There was another commodity too. I think I'm missing one where we're just, we're seeing a lot of things go to corn. And I think cotton's a big part of that.
Definitely. Yep. Feels like cotton's going to take a blow here on the acreage front if prices don't incentivize producers to come in and plant some more.
Yep. So I'm sure you get tired of asking about disaster payments, but heard anything new about that topic? Farmer Brett, I haven't. The last I heard is we had Ag Secretary Rollins said they'd honor, any prior commitments that were made. So I take that to say it's coming, but I don't think anyone's received anything. Have you heard anything different, Brady?
I have not, no. But I believe there was like a 90-day window when they passed that over the next 90 days they had to, get that distributed and pushed out. Otherwise, it may be subject to getting pulled back and not happening. And I think we're approaching the final
I was gonna say
30 days of that. Yeah.
I was gonna say we got to be close to that 90. That came the end of November.
Right before Christmas. I think it was early Christmas present.
Okay, I'm off 30. Okay, so we still got a 30-day window if that. So
believe so. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Connor B. What'd you do for premium yesterday? Did you get Dr. Cruz on?
We finally got him on. He gave us his update. He's always thorough, good stuff. Primarily looking at Argentina, South America, walking us through their growing pattern, their growing season. What's it look like? What can we expect? So always good to hear from Dr. Cruz.
Yep. Key message right now. Watching that South America crop, beans, safrinha corn, good stuff in that episode of Premium. Always good to get Dr. Cruz on.
Yep. And also, hey, premium subscribers, let us know what if you ever want a video, you want a topic you want us to talk about. Let us know, right? I got to think that early part of March, right? You got it. We're gonna get that crop insurance Fed price set by March 15th. You're gonna decide what coverage, right? We're gonna try and give you, just give you the tools to help you make a decision, right? I'm not a crop insurance agent, but I think we do a pretty good job of just making sure it's apples to apples. Make sure we're doing the right thing. So I got to think that's going to be the flavor for the next couple of weeks, right? Always risk management. We always try and do education, but anything you want to talk about, we'll take a stab at it.
Yep. It seems like the best premium episodes we ever do are those that just come from the heart and you're passionate about, producers need to do this, or this is how you can use this type of tool or this strategy. And, they just come from the heart that way. But yeah, always, if you have an idea of something you want out there for us to talk about, we'll go there and we will deliver. Connor B. We'll deliver.
Absolutely. All right. Well, good stuff. Safe travels, Brady. Well, you're speaking tomorrow morning, right?
Yep. Tribune this evening, Tribune, Kansas, and then down at Syracuse, Kansas tomorrow morning. So I won't be on tomorrow, Connor B.
Okay. I'll hold down the fort. I'll do my best, but safe travels. Any closing thoughts? We'll wrap it up.
Nope. Thanks for joining us. It's great to have 105 people watching here live. So awesome to see and love the engagement from our staple viewers that come in. Luke, Farmer Brett, Nathan, Russ. Love having you guys in your questions. So, yeah, appreciate y'all. Join us tomorrow, every day, live at 9.
All right. Everyone have a good day. See ya.